Thanks for joining me. First, I wanted to show you the dried results of my last painting. I really like how this turned out. It dried so beautifully. So it's hard to tell when you're looking in the light, but when I get the right angle, you can see the marbled look in the background. I love how that turned out. I think I'm going to do some more pieces that have that marbled look. Not 100% sure what colors I'm going to use yet, but I do like the way that that turned out. And then these colors just really work so well with each other. I have some cells and lacing that you can see, but this just shines so beautifully. Even dried it does. I cannot wait until I get a coat of resin on this. It's gonna look fabulous. I love the cells that are in here. They're really pretty. All right, and then I wanted to show you these coasters after I got them resined. They sparkle so much. I haven't gotten the painting that matches them resined yet. I resined these when I did all of the gold coasters that I did. And I didn't want to start doing the painting and then run out of resin in the middle of it. So I decided I would wait until I mixed some up to do specifically on that. I've got several pieces to resin. So I have the blue one, and then I also have that one to resin, and my heart to get done. And then the one I just showed you over here. So the other thing that I did is I took all of these coasters that I had showed you, and I put them in order of how I think they look really good. What I was looking for mostly was the gold and the richness of the gold, because this was an experiment with the gold. So some of them I may like the looks of them better than others, or at least as much as others, but they still got lower on ranking because of the fact that the gold just wasn't there like it was in some of the other ones. So I haven't even actually looked at the back to see what these are when I did it, because I wanted to be totally unbiased with how I ranked them. So these two were my top ones because they are just really rich in that gold. But this one here, I think, has just a little bit more richness and depth to it. So this one would be my top one. This one is a very close second. So let's reveal what it is. Yep, it's the 24 karat gold by Deco Art. The second one is Champagne Gold by Deco Art. Then these three were all pretty similar with each other, and so I have them kind of grouped in their own grouping next. but this gold is just a little bit deeper of a gold. It looks more pigmented to me, I guess is the best way to say it, because it does have a little bit more richness of gold than this one does. And like I'm saying, just a little bit more. And this one has just a little bit more richness to me than this one does. This is still a very beautiful gold, but this is how I ranked the next three. And some of them, when I've ranked them, it could just be that there wasn't enough gold in it to really tell what it may look like. And so if it had more gold in it, there's some that I might have chosen over others, because then I would have noticed that it was a richer shade of gold or something. But with what I have, this is how I ranked them. So my third one would be Splendid Gold by Deco Art. And the fourth one is Glorious Gold by Deco Art. I guess, you know, Deco Art really does a good job with their metallics. And Gold Mine by Rust-Oleum, which I did really like this. When it was wet, it looked really, really pretty. And so that is one that I think if I would have had more in it to be able to tell more, it probably would have been up a little higher. But I mean, it's still right up in there, because I mean, to me, this almost would be first place, and this would almost be second place, all three of these, because they're so similar to me. But okay, so then I have these three that to me are really close together also with each other. So there's that one. And then I like how it created lacing in that, and it's really pretty. And then this one. So this one is Pearl Gold by Arteza. And then Gold by Arteza. And this one is Old Gold by Artist's Loft. Now the next four, I think definitely have significant differences in them. And so I didn't really group any of these together per se. This one, it has really pretty gold throughout. And it spread nicely. It just, you know, I like the shade of it. It's not that deep, rich gold, but it is a really pretty shade of gold. So this one is Rose Gold by Deco Art. This one, you can kind of see it through here, but it's just kind of faint to me. So it doesn't seem to stand out as much. And it is Soft Gold by Rust-Oleum. I guess soft gold would probably be why it doesn't stand out as much. And then this one, it made some really pretty cells. And, you know, it does show up really nicely. But, again, it just doesn't have that deep richness that the other ones had. And that is Champagne by Rust-Oleum. And then this one, the gold to me almost looks like it just really blended in with the purple more. I mean, it's there. I'm sure that this is also a rose gold, but it just, I don't know, it just didn't really look as good to me as the others. It's still pretty, and I think there's definitely some colors that this would look really nice with. And that's Rose Gold by Rust-Oleum. And then these two, I like them. I like the coasters. and the way that they look together. I like them. I think they're really pretty. But this was about gold. And you really can't see the gold in them per se. So that's why they are down here on the last. But it's because they're the Extreme Glitter. This is the Extreme Glitter Champagne by Folk Art. And this is the Extreme Glitter Gold by Folk Art. I like Extreme Glitter, and like I had said when I made these to begin with, I'm pretty sure that if I would have added more Extreme Glitter to this, they would have looked really, really pretty and you would have been able to see the gold. But it's just the glitter part of it that has the gold in it. The paint is not gold, and then it's got glitter gold also. So you do need to use a lot more of this if you're wanting the gold to be more prominent. So that's why they are last. But it doesn't mean that I won't use that in anything. It just means that when I was doing the test and trying to use equal amounts on them, it doesn't hold up nearly as much as those do. So that is how I ranked them. So I'm going to get set up for my next painting that I'm going to do, and I'll see you in a bit. Here we are. This is an 8x10 canvas. Oh, I sprayed it, but it is still really loose here. Hold on. When your canvas is loose and puckery, it's got really bad puckers right there. You want to make sure that you take some water and spray it on the back of your canvas. And since it's got these little ridges in here, you can get the water down in there too. Sometimes I just get sprayed here and I don't get down in there good enough, and so then it leaves puckers in the corners. So you don't want that. And it doesn't take a lot of water. In fact, that's probably more than I need. And then I just kind of rub it just a little bit to try to integrate it a little more. Got it really wet. Yeah, see, it's really, I don't know. Well, I don't know how well this is going to work if that doesn't tighten up, because all four corners are really not very good. But I did tape off the backs, and I put push pins in the corners so that I could get it level. I put one that's a different color in what is my top right, because then when I flip it over, it will be the top left. And so then I have it marked on my thing where I had the push pin setting. So then I can line it back up to that and know that I have it in the same spot as when I had it leveled. I don't know, that's really loose there. Not sure how well this is going to work. So I'm not doing a Dutch pour on this one. What I'm doing is I'm doing a flip cup, because I have a cup that is full of different colors. I don't know how to show you the side of it without tilting it and getting it all over the place. But so when I would create a painting, I would scrape off the mat that's on here and scrape it into a cup. So that's what I'm going to use for my flip cup. The last two colors I put in here, one was white and then the other one was the base of that one that I just did. So it's kind of black and white, and then had a little bit of metallic colors in it, but not a whole lot. So I'm not sure how this is going to look, but that's why it's an experiment. So this is only the second flip cup I've ever done. So, I'm going to try this. I know I've watched some of them now, and some of them do put down a base, but I have enough paint in here that I don't need to worry about a base, and so I'm not going to. But also, they don't necessarily, because what I did is I put mine on top of it, and then I flip it over, and some of them, they just flip the cup, and so it kind of makes a mess on some of it. And I was thinking about doing it that way, but I don't think I want to on this one. And I'm not sure how this is going to turn out anyway because of the canvas being like that. So with a flip cup, you just kind of wait a little bit for it to work its way down. Then now I've still got a lot of pretty colors inside this flip cup, and I'm pretty sure I have way more paint than I need on this. And so what I'll end up doing is I'll end up scraping whatever falls on here back into that cup, and it will be the beginning of my next flip cup. So all right, there are some really pretty cells that I'm seeing already. I'm gonna go ahead and torch. I wanted to be careful when I torched because since a lot of the canvas is bare, I didn't know if it would do anything to that by torching on top of it. I'm just kind of sitting here waiting for it to spread out more, and it's pretty much to this edge. It's pretty close to this edge, so I'm gonna start tilting it. Not sure which way. I think I'll probably tilt it this way first, and then I'll tilt it, well, I'll maybe that way, but I might have to bring it back to the center first. So, hope you can see this all right. Now, the one thing, since I didn't put anything for a base, it's going to pull the paint over it. The paint like rolls over on top of itself. Whereas if you have a base around it, then it kind of slides over that base. Okay, really want to save some of that. All right, so I'm just touching down there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go this way. I was also debating on if I should just blow it out, but I wasn't sure how that would work. Just trying to cover the corners with the paint that's right there so that it matches. Okay, and then I've got this last corner to do. I'm sorry, I don't know how much you can see it. It's moving a lot more slow on this one. And I can see that there's probably a couple dried spots in the paint that I'm going to have to take care of. Now see, if I would have put some paint on the canvas, this last one would flow a lot easier. But it's not flowing very easy. Try to turn it so you can see it a little better. All right. Making a mess. Okay, so I'm just going to go down this side a little bit so that it's covered. Okay. So there it is. Oh, it's so pretty. I like this. All right. So I'm going to actually move this out of the way first so that I can scrape up the mess because it's right where this needs to go. And I'll be right back. Here it is, and oh wow, is it ever so pretty. I love all the cells that this created. I love the color combination. It is really pretty. And like I said, I've just been dumping whatever I had left into this, and so I really wasn't sure how it would look, if it would go together or not, but it is really pretty together. And since I scraped up what was left on the table, I have probably between a third and half a cup of paint again to start on my next one. All right, make sure that after you're done you scrape your drips off. I already did that because it was dripping really bad, so I wanted to get that taken care of as soon as possible. All right, I'm going to shut the overheads off so you can see it with the flash on. All right, here it is. Now, I know that the paint that was in that cup has quite a bit of metallics, pearls, and glitters in it, but you know, it also has a lot of base coat in it, so I'm not sure how much this is going to sparkle. I know I can see some of it and some through there and stuff, but I'm not sure. How much more there is. Really love this though. I think it is so pretty. If you turn it this way, to me it almost looks like ocean waves here. Coming up on the beach and flowing out and stuff too. That's what it reminds me of. Well, if you are interested in any of the paintings that I showed on this video, they are all available. So reach out to me at tammievaughanart@gmail.com. If you liked this, I would love for you to click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, that would be great if you would. Thank you to all of my current subscribers. Really appreciate your support. All right, I will catch you later. Bye. God bless.